You fuckers can say hello now.
Hello.
Just realised me saying that means this can't be put on YouTube for the first 30 seconds. I swore.
Well,
Boiled pizza.
Janks, please edit the video when you put this up. Boiled pizza ruined this campaign, y'all. Oh my god.
Ruined David.
But welcome to CarpeDM. Welcome to the Crimson Petal, episode 11. I have a nice little new overlay. You guys can check it out now if you're looking at the thing. Just wanted to keep it a bit cleaner. I feel like the other one was a bit too messy. Still got to work on the overlays and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not going to apologise for being late because you expect it now. But
your brand.
it's my brand. Our brand, guys. It's our brand.
No, it's your brand. It's whiskey.
Yours.
Roll for timing. But where did we leave off last episode? Last episode, some people almost died, which is fun. They went against a I don't know the technical term for it, so I'm just going to say a group of Ankhegs, which were like insect creatures. What was tearing into quite a few, especially Naomi's character Neela, who got taken out with just 2 chomps, and that was it. You were at 22 hit points, dude. That's so bad. Every time I'm looking and creating stuff, I'm like, how's Neela gonna do if they get fucking hit?
It's fine.
It's fine. But we came out of it battered and bruised and scarred, but we got out of it eventually. Theodore, had beef with Kia because that's what happens. Kia's a very polarizing character for our players, and I'm all for it. But at the end of it, they started to make their way to the Thunder Peaks and heading towards what they thought was going to be the Thunder Gap, the how can I say it, almost man-made but natural crevice in between the mountain range to get to the Dale Land, which is on the right-hand side of Cormyr. But as they were wandering through the tall grass under the slightly almost starting to thunderstorm weather above their heads, they got ambushed by a gang of around about 20 goblins and 3 big orcs. One was a huge female orc, and there were 2 others as well. I made a mistake in one of the descriptions. I said they had a big sword. They don't actually. It's actually more of a scimitar-looking weapon. My mistake. You know how it is. But with that, the party, even though they wanted to do stuff, like Neela was about to start doing certain spells. I believe it was a suggestion spell. What was going on? By the way, question for this, Neela. If you're going to cast stuff like that, do you have to pull out the components or do you just cast them?
Depends on the spell.
I think there's material components for a suggestion. I do know this.
Yes, there are.
But I was just thinking, like, I wonder if we could have got away with it. Anyway, after that, and after Rascal said a little bit too much, the head orc of that brigade, at least, decided to chain them all up, walk them to the Orc Stronghold at the entrance of the Thunder Gap. Rascal was the only one who got the mouth covered because they were just a little bit too yappy. But that's more fun for me because these guys are bastards as well, so it all works out. So we're going to be starting today's session literally at the beginning of them about to enter the Orc Stronghold. And as you all stand there looking around, and as I described in front of you, this giant wooden gate, and it's just logs which have been obviously sharpened at the top for fortification purposes, but you see these fires on top which are not going out. This is the thing, it's still raining where you are. The Thunder Peaks is pretty much constantly under stormy weather, and for some reason the fires stay lit. And as the giant gates open, just the first thing what hits you is the smell of just burning wood, burning coal, some burning metal as well. Especially, boy, you would notice this because obviously you work in an armory. You get that scent of, like, it's almost, metallic in the scent of it all. And as you look around, you mainly see goblins running around. It's not organized in a sense. It's kind of chaotic, but they each have a little role to play. And you see to the left and right of you certain tents what built up. You look above you, and there's actually a rooftop what's being created. Again, made out of wood, to stop obviously the downpour of rain. But a question for everyone: does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
It's like the least picked language, I believe. I just thought, no one speaks Goblin. Oh, that's fine. So it's interesting because for you guys, you walk into this encampment basically, and you just hear like, and they're just like moving around. It's just hustle and bustle of different goblins of different sizes, different shades of color, just moving around the area. There's fires just popping up everywhere. It mainly for warmth, some for cooking, some for actually creating a few more bits of armor. It's weird. I don't know if you guys have actually seen goblins interact before, but it's like organized chaos in a sense. Make a perception check, whoever wants to. Theodore, you still roll at disadvantage because your hair is long.
I don't care because my hair is
Fabulous. That's right. That's right, baby.
5.
5.
19.
19. 18. Perception, my dude.
Alright. 11.
Okay. Not the best rolls. Oakley had some good rolls, though. A 19 was it? Did anyone else beat Oakley's roll? No? Cool. It's nothing like too much. It's kind of easy to spot, but for Oakley, you're sort of in this moment where you're chained up, right? You kind of had your depths before. I don't think you've ever been like this before. You sort of go into a bit more of an alert, almost primeval awareness, like just looking around, analyzing what's going on. And alongside the goblins running around, there are certain orcs just walking around. The orcs are mainly in kind of leather armor. They have their weapons, nothing special. It's almost like they are, with a 19, it's almost like they're keeping an eye on everyone. So the goblins are doing their work, but the orcs are looking like they're the ones who are in charge. That's what you can definitely get from a 19 to there. And as you all kind of slow down to take it in, who would be at the back? Who wants to be at the back of this little conga line? What's going on? Anyone? Any volunteers? Okay, Theo. So as you all kind of slow down a tiny bit to see what's really going on around you, Theo, you just get a little like a hit in the back, just a poof, to push you along. As you just hear the voice of the orc lady just going, "Come on now, it's time to meet our master." And she pushes you, and you continue, and it's only a couple of minutes. It's not the biggest from entry point to where you'd assume the Thunder Peaks Gap is, if you would, or Thunder Gap. It's such a stupid name, by the way, Thunder Gap. It's not too far away, but you, from what you can assume, you start to approach more of a leisurely area. So what you can assume is like nicer looking tents. You have tents all around. Most of them are very bare, like just flimsily made. But as you get further in, the tents are starting to look a bit fancier, and you start to look around, and there's a really fancy looking tent to the left hand side of you, top left if you would. To the right, there's what you can only assume is almost like a Kia, roll me an Kia, roll me an intelligence check, please, with advantage.
I needed that advantage. Oh, that's a -1, so that's 13.
That's not that bad. You can assume how this is sort of getting laid out. that the tent on the far right, because you're seeing the hustle and bustle of goblins going in, when they've got certain piece of metal walking in there. Some weapons are being carried. You can sort of assume that tent itself is like an armory. There is something that happens to most of you at the same time, but as you were walking, you do start to feel the little hands of goblins taking items off of your persons. First thing that gets taken is your gold pouches. That's the first thing they look for. I have got notes of how much you all have, so don't worry. I'll keep track of that for you. And you just see him just go... and they're sort of like singling over. And who's got good insight? Oh, sorry, good perception. Who's got really good perception?
Go +4.
Okay, you've had quite a good one for +4 because you're high in wisdom. Maddie, your character, sorry. So let me say it again. Annie, are you okay? You spot one of the goblins as they take the money from yours. They open it up, and you quickly just see the hand go and pocket a little bit of coin for themselves, and then they pass it along. And then they're here. Anyway, you guys continue, and as you make your way slightly uphill, you're greeted with a huge bonfire. There's not really anything on the bonfire, it's just there. And just a little bit further beyond that, you see a table, and laying upon it is just a spread of food. You don't know what kind of food, because it's kind of hard to see from this point. But you do see a figure sitting behind the table, and this figure has a brown, not robe, hood, and it's almost tattered, and it's over this person's head, and you see the subtle signs of smoke coming from inside of the hood. It's kind of dark, right? But you guys have dark vision. You can see what it looks like out of color as you just see from the mouth just a little bit of a light expand, and then puffs of smoke go above. And as you can see, this person who sat down, even by them just sitting down there, you can tell they are big. They are, apart from the giant, what you guys spent spell slots and shit just to avoid while I was having meal. You haven't seen anyone this big. Maybe. And you all sort of go in line as the orcs behind you sort of push you and try and organize you a tiny bit. As again, as this is happening, your weapons are starting to be taken off of you. Kia, therapy sword. It's weird. It almost feels like it's got a pull as they try and take it off you, and you're not resisting, but you're like, what? And then it comes off. And now you obviously can refer to the notes about that, which you already know. As they take your weapons off, they go through a bit of your pockets while this is going on, and you start to see, and Kia, you'd be more observant than anything right now because of what's just happened. They start to take your items into where those barracks were. And the orc lady behind you all goes, Master, we have visitors. And this hooded figure just sits there, grabs whatever was in his mouth, and stubs it out on the table. Grabs just a big glass of what appears to be wine. Just takes a quick drink. And he looks up to you, and Kia, you can make a perception check, but right now you're going to make a perception check at disadvantage. Oakley, you're going to take it at advantage. Everyone else is just straight perception, please.
Okay. 14.
16.
Same here. 16.
12.
17.
Perception 19.
Awesome. So under this hood, the figure takes his wine, drinks it, places it back down, and then pulls his hood back. And it's weird. The first thing you'll notice is that this figure has, instead of the usual orcish, like dark hair, that's what usual orcs have. They have like black and brown more than anything. This gentleman has, he's such a nice person. Has long white hair, and it sort of cascades behind his shoulders. The second thing you notice is that he has almost piercing yellow eyes. Straight away, as you look at the eyes, you actually notice something, actually, which is important. I said eyes. Technically not right. He has one eye. The other eye is over his left side, and it's closed. And what you see is a scar going from almost the top of his forehead going down to his cheek to here. For the purpose of this, I don't know if I'm going to close one eye while I'm role-playing him, because that'd suck. I don't know. But he's going to... Yeah, I'm not doing it with one eye. Fuck that. I was tempted.
Ah, come on.
Oh, fuck
You can do it.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. All right. And he's going to look at you. God, it's hard to look at you guys now. And he goes, I can't. I can't.
No, do it.
Fuck it. I'm doing it. All right, ready? There you go. Oh, it's so dumb. But he looks at you and goes, so what do I owe the pleasure to? Who are you?
Does Rascal still have the thing
You
over his
are
mouth?
completely
Yeah.
covered up, my dude.
He will just start.
This gentleman looks at you, Rascal, and just goes, oh, you're a big mouth one, are you? Happens to all of them. So, introduce yourself then. Who are you all?
Who the fuck are you? Since you had the pleasure of taking us, then maybe you should introduce yourself first.
I don't think you understand your situation, little one.
I don't, so
And
please
he
explain.
clicks his fingers and around your mouth. Know your place. Very good. So, who's going to speak without being rude?
Okay. Oki's going to step forward.
It's so hard to look at you guys, by the way, while I've got one eye. It's so hard, I'm telling you.
Okay. Right, we'll try and get this right. Okay. Good afternoon, sir. We're traveling folk. We're actually trying to get to the other side of these mountains. But your friends here, well, they took us prisoner. We're not exactly sure why.
Oh, you're trying to get through this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't mean no harm or anything. Well, we're just traveling through.
Oh, of course. I mean, That's okay. It's good business when people come through here. Oh, I'll tell you what. We will let you through. We keep your stuff, obviously. But how much money did you have? And he points to the goblins and sort of brings them over. And the goblins, like, sort of, with your little money bags, comes over and they plonk it on the table. And he looks and goes, it's so hard to do it with one eye, I'm telling you right now. I should give
As
him,
this
like...
is happening, Rascal's just growling, like, full on feral.
He just looks at you and smiles.
I'm doing perception checks since I can't really do much.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to look around mainly at the ground beneath me.
Mm-hmm.
Number 13.
What are you trying to look for, dude?
Anything metal?
No, this floor itself is just dirt and stone. It's just dirt. Nothing really metal on the floor, unfortunately. Oakley, when you see him smile again, you recognize this person.
Do I know you?
I certainly hope not. Anyway, let me count this. And he counts your change. And he looks at one of the goblins. And Annie, you spot this. As one of the goblins place it down. And he sort of looks at the goblin and goes, "Oi, you." And the goblin just goes... And the goblin starts to panic. He goes, "Come here." And the goblin sort of wanders up, looks at him and sideways and goes, "Okay, here's the thing. You look nervous when you gave me this bag. What are you hiding?" And you'll see this goblin just... And here's the thing, he's still sat down, and the goblin's tiny still compared. And he looks at the goblin a little bit, and his eyes sort of glare a bit more, and you see like a little bit of a shine in the yellow of his eyes. And the goblin just goes... and just brings out one gold piece. And goes, I'm sorry. And as he goes and like puts it on the table, this gentleman puts his hand down and goes, "In here, please." And the goblin's like, "Oh, okay." And as the goblin puts the coin in his hand, he grabs his hand. And you hear that as the goblin's hand gets crushed. And he looks at him and goes, "Greed'll get you nowhere, boy." And he grabs the goblin by the head and crushes his skull in front of you. And the goblin lies on the floor. He gets the coin and puts it back in the bag. And he sort of gets a napkin of sorts and just wipes his hand. Now, from what I'm seeing here, it's just not enough. We can't let you pass with just this pitiful change. Yeah, Theo.
I roll for perception.
Of course you can.
I'm basically just want to see if there's any incense light lit up around me.
Incense?
Yes.
I don't think there would be, if I'm being honest with you, Thea. I don't want to give you a roll and be like, yes, there's magic, there's some incense. But I don't think it's very incense heavy in this area, at least. Maybe in different areas, like in the campsites and stuff, maybe. But right now it's outside. It's more of a meet and greet kind of vibe. Oakley.
Can I do a perception check on the food on the table and see what other drinks there are?
Tell me two things. Are you just looking for drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you looking at the food?
No, just drinks.
Okay, sure.
Actually, no, I'm looking for something else as well, but it depends if I can find.
Oh, it's my ale. Oh,
Wait,
you're a fan, are you?
No, I was going to do something else. Okay, no, I'll be looking for food and drink.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Sure.
Please. 14.
I mean, what you can just see, it just looks like wine. From it, and what you're seeing, it feels like this table itself is specifically designed for him and him alone. Hence, when you look at it, there's only one chair, and that's his. It's a big chair just made out of solid oak, and it's not been like smooth. It's just sort of been hacked away until it worked. Anyone proficient in medicine? I keep calling you Maddie. I'm so sorry. I can't keep calling you Maddie. Annie, roll me a medicine check.
Will do. Okay.
And I'm actually gonna message. If you roll high enough, I'm gonna actually privately message you on this one.
All right.
Anything?
Wow.
So as yeah, I'll message you. So as Annie is sort of staring at what the fuck's on that table, the gentleman in front of you just goes, right, maybe we could sell you, maybe we could, I don't know, make you work for us. No, that won't work. Can't make you go through. It's just not enough. Huh. Tells you what. Spend the night in our little, and he points to the left of you. Spend a night in our jails. Get to know the other people. We'll decide what to do with you in the morning. But for now, all your stuff belongs to us. And he looks at not the head orc, what you were speaking to previously. But he turns to another one. And he goes, do me a favor. Can you do your little trick, please? Can't we do too safe of these lot, can we? And the orc that accompanied the others walks in front and goes, yeah, of course, master, of course. And you just see him just take a deep breath. And then from their body expands some arcane energy. Blue in a radius as they walk around all of you. Oakley, you know what this is. You know what spell this is.
I do.
I believe so.
I really hope so.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
You recognize, just from the flow of the arcane energy coming through, this is a detect magic spell.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought it was going to be detect magic.
And this orc in front of you is actually also a female orc. Just looks at everyone who has magical items and points to all of you. And it takes a while But regarding magical items, anything that's magical on your person in the next few minutes will be taken. There's no way of hiding it. However, if you guys want to roll a stealth sleight of hand check, if there's anything non-magical that you want to take with you, I'm going to give you this chance. Agreed?
Yeah.
Detect magic, you can't get away with detect magic, unfortunately. Neela.
Do spell components count as magical?
They are of the intelligence that they would know what spell components are. So anything...
Do they count as magical?
They will notice that you would have a component pouch at least. Like, they're not just going to go, you got a bag, I'm not going to look in it. They're going to look and go, there's things in here.
The question is if I can hide it.
Try and hide it. Try and hide it. I feel like for you, Neela, I like the idea that you have to sort of grasp the weave, use the components, and then they turn magical. So I will allow you to try and hide stuff for sure. Theo, questions.
I have a lot of like components on my person as jewelry.
Oh, they're gonna be taking that, dude, especially jewelry.
Aw, earring! I fought a fish for that.
You killed a fish for that, dude. So if it does have any arcane energy attached to it, then they will be taking it. There's no way of getting around it, unfortunately. It's a way of they can just sense when there's magic going on. So just bear that in mind for now. Rascal.
I rolled a 22 on sleight of hand.
What are you trying to hide?
Lockpick. Thieves' tools, basically.
Tell me how you do it with your hands tied. If you can tell me how you do it with your hands tied, then sure.
They're like this, right?
I could be like, no, like this, but yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. 22's high enough, so I'm going to let you do it, but describe how you do it, please.
I like to think he already has one like in his corset, but he has one at the ready, so he'll probably use the shackles to push it in, even further into the corset, so it's like ingrained in the bones of the corset.
Yeah,
basically.
sure. That's fine. You've rolled high enough, so yeah, I'm not going to be like, nah, that didn't work. No, you rolled plenty high enough. Questions, everyone's panicking, right? I love this. Okay, boy first.
Okay. Is my whistle for Magnus magical?
I will allow you to tell me. I believe it is, but if you say no, and it's because it's used to summon Magnus, correct? So usually is some kind of arcane
as
there.
To whether it's the whistle that's magical or
I would think that like
Magnus that's magical.
I would think because like you can't really play much of a tune to it, so I'd say like some kind of mechanical like tinkering within how it makes the tune activates to a certain magic in the same way that you can speak a spell.
I'll say this for you. Right now, it's non-magical, but you do need to roll high enough on your sleight of hand to be able to store it. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
But Magnus is taken.
Okay.
Didn't really discuss a radius on that thing, so fuck it. It's fine. A distance and all that. It's fine. Kia.
Can I hide a small tinderbox?
Sleight of hand, please.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, you do know where they're taking these items, by the way. As awkward as it is, you'll also be taking your armor off. So please say you're not naked, guys. Please.
Guess who's not wearing armor because they made decisions.
Barbarian, baby. Any other questions regarding your items, Neela?
I rolled a natural 23 for my components.
You're fine. Yeah, you have your components. Wizard, yo. Theo?
I rolled a 20 on my sleight of hand.
What are you trying to hide? What's non-magical?
My tinker tool set.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Here's the thing. I want to give you guys stuff. I don't be like, nothing. You get nothing. But I want to give you... I want to take away certain things. Anything else you want to do before anything else is established? And just so you guys are aware, before anything else, I do have a list of all your gold and everything else like that. And Becky, your character, I gave some presents as well. Annie's disappeared. And all of a sudden, Annie vanishes.
Annie was an entire magical component.
Wait for
I've
Maddie.
just noticed.
I'm so sorry. Did
It
it?
disappeared in a puff of smoke.
There we are.
Hello. How are you?
Hey,
You good?
Who's this? Who's it?
sorry.
Alright.
It's alright. You got.
We should start betting on what people say when they come back into the call.
I think we should
Yeah.
really. You know
Yeah.
what? You're so magical that they took you away just for that bit.
Hey, that's my fucking joke.
Oh no, it's true. I'm sorry. You know what though? You swapped over with the people at the top in the overlay, so it was like a quick, snappy change. So we're all good. Anything else before we carry on with the story?
So they're taking any magical.
Yeah, magical items, weapons, shields, all that kind of stuff.
Do I keep my paints?
Oh, I don't know.
That's not magical, so
No.
Yeah,
go
but
for it.
they might look at it and go, "Oh, this is cool," and start using it. For ourselves, Annie, try a sleight of hand. Nilo, what other question you got, bud?
Can Neela telepathically speak to the head orc who was talking before, the one with the one eye?
You talking about the one with the one eye?
Mhm.
You can, yeah. I'm not gonna not allow you to do that. Yeah, sure. You
Alright.
can't mount. You can't do this to your telepathy, can you? So yeah, sure. Annie, what did you roll? Sorry. Annie, what did you roll?
21.
You guys are sleight of hand, y'all. What's going on?
Fuck
Are you all
you.
like? Are you all in like
You dude.
rogues?
We're taking what we want.
Yeah.
Don't get cocky. Not in this session.
Alright, you've already
Not in
deafened
this
me, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Annie, how do you hide your paint?
Drinking it.
I was thinking this.
I put it in my mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, I put the paints in my mouth.
So you sort of like somehow magically, you sort of like make a real small.
I do this. Right?
You do like spiritual
Just-
weapon.
Yeah.
Sure. It somehow just go. Okay.
You are a dragonborn, so you have like a larger mouth
Yeah, no,
than like a
they won't
humanoid.
see
That's right.
they won't see the bulge inside your mouth. It's like, oh.
What's funny about that though is, Annie, as you have the paint in your mouth, it almost solidifies because of your dragon breath.
Oh, no.
So right now you've got like almost it's almost sand-like paint because it's starting to crystallize in your mouth with your cold breath.
Solidified paint, it would like the
Oh, you tell me.
particles would solidify, but it'd be hot oil because it's oil paint.
All right, there you go.
Just like
challenge.
There you go.
Yeah.
Paint
Thank.
edition.
Always refer to all artists on this, guys. Whenever you swallow paint, refer to the artist. Refer to your fellow artists. Anyway, so yeah, Annie, somehow you just go, and you suck so hard, you go, and it goes in, and you got paint stored in your mouth.
I'm Kirby, basically.
Yeah, you're Kirby. All right.
Yeah.
So, as your things are taken away and put into the area what you recognize, the gentleman in front of you just goes, right, enjoy your rest, all of you. We'll see you in the morning. If we don't find any use for you, he's going to look at the goblin what's sort of getting dragged away. Well, we'll find something for you. Oakley, last thing?
Oh, I'd like to know the name of our host.
Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer. It's... well, actually, little one. What's your name?
I'm Oakley.
Nice to meet you. Grutok. Grutok.
E-I-U-T-O.
Yes, for those notes that I am taking.
That's right. You're a barbarian now, dude. You don't need notes.
I'm just gliding through.
Sliding through. And Kia, as here's the weird thing for you, Kia. The longer you are separated from your sword, the more almost uncontrollably agitated you become. Like you start to grab your own hands and start to just grab your arm, and it's just very weird. it's like it's pulling you towards it. And
Do I get a sense of exactly where?
You know what? For this, I'll say yeah, because I like the idea that it's almost like a compass to your weapon. So yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll go along with that.
Okay. Nice.
Neela.
So can Neela telepathically say to him?
Sorry. Yeah, of course.
They're just gonna kind of say, "Excuse me, sir. Something that you took. We had some medicine on us. It's magical, but it's just medicine. It doesn't hurt anybody. And we needed. Could we please keep that?"
Can he telepathically talk to you?
Yeah. Neela would create a link.
He's gonna sort of stop the one of the little goblins who are taking the little bits here and there, and just look at you and tilt his head.
Can he tell that I'm the one who sent the message, or would he...
It depends. Your voice is very light, so I'm not sure. What do you think? You tell me.
Well, Neela hasn't spoken yet since they came here. So.
Ooh, I don't know. You know what then? He'll just listen and go, huh. Never had this before. Wait, which one are you? I mean, if you don't tell me, then you're not going to get it.
Neela will raise their hand.
And then he wafts the goblin over. And he's like just going to start picking out little bits here and there. And then he's going to grab a small capsule and look at it. What is this?
Neela will say telepathically again, it's just medicine. It's just... It helps us.
And he like sort of tries to analyze it a tiny bit. Looks at, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. God damn it.
That good, eh?
Oh, it's fucking awesome, yo. He knows exactly what we... No, he doesn't. He rolled like a 6, so 9. And he's gonna grab one of them. And he points to another goblin. Come here. Eat this. And the goblin goes... It's like fucking nervous. Like super nervous because he doesn't know what it is. And it's like... And then the goblin somehow becomes relaxed in front of this beast of a person. And he goes, oh, that seems harmless. And he's just going to pop it. And he's actually going to stand up at this point. And he's going to be like throwing it up and down and catching it. Huh. Never seen
Neela
anything
kind
like
of follows it with their eyes as he's throwing it up and down.
Let's see if he notices that. Fuck me, he doesn't notice it at all. I rolled a 4.
His own arse.
I know. Huh. It's interesting. Well, if he does that, I don't need it. And he's gonna walk over to you, and as he stands up, Oakley, you're like the one who's sort of almost kind of in the front right now. He towers over you. So the orcs, what you were facing beforehand, who are bigger than you, he is bigger. He's around about 10 foot tall, a little bit bigger than that. And as he stands, another memory pops into your head, Oakley. A memory pops into your head of the night your master was murdered in cold blood. And there's a few things you remember. You remember the size. You remember the hair. And it links back to you You remember his laugh too. This person killed Pavu. And he enjoyed it. He walks past you over to Neela.
Neela's trying to hold their ground, but they're visibly shaking.
Yeah,
shrinking away
it's
just a bit.
it's almost like you're up to just above his thigh, I think, if we work it out like that. And it's just as he walks, the area around you just rumbles. It's just and he drops on one knee, still fucking way bigger than you, and just puts his hand out. And obviously you're in chains, so are you gonna? I don't know what you want to do.
Just like this, kind of.
Can he still speak telepathically? So he's gonna drop the medicine back in your hand, look at you, and just go in his mind. Don't say I'm not that nice. And he's gonna stand up. And he just turns, and his voice just echoes around the room and goes, "Right, you horrible lot, take him away, tie him up, make sure they're not escaping, keep an eye on them all night. These lot might be a bit tricky." And he walks back around his table. He just sits back down, plonks his feet on the table, grabs what just looks like meat to you, and just eats that, grabs his cigar, tokes on it, puff of smoke goes up in the air, and you're escorted / dragged, guessing Rascal's a bit more dragged than anything, to an area where it's still out in the open. It's not a specific building. You look around, and it's just cages made out of metal, some made out of just wood, what's been hammered together awkwardly. Perception check, please, from everyone. Welcome to a bad guy in the game.
Hey, natural 20.
Rolled
Nice.
11.
It's the angry in you, Rascal.
Yeah.
Angry in you.
God.
Yo, I've been rolling like shit. I wanted him to
21.
learn stuff. 21.
5.
Now you guys roll bad.
18.
18's good. So,
5.
5. Oh, Annie, I'm going to message you in a second. But yeah, go on, what were you going to say?
I just said dirty 20.
Rascal's just scanning everything he can see. He's looking at everything and just watching.
So, with your... I'm going to say this as well, because I think you guys got this, but you see amongst these cages, there's quite a lot of them. It's almost an area completely dedicated to it. And you see 2 orcs, after the big orcs behind you escort you into that area, 2 other orcs are there to take over. And they open the gates for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hang on. Let's see who goes with who. I'm going to split the party. Because why would this organized little thing going on go, oh, you know what? You band of adventurers, keep you all together. That's dumb as fuck. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to roll a d10 then, don't I? Okay. So, I'm going to say, for this, Oakley, you're 1. Neela, you're 2. Rascal, you're 3. Theo, you're 4. Kia, you're 5. Boy, you're 6. And Maddie, you are... Maddie, god damn it!
I'm
Annie,
changing my name
I
on
know.
here.
Maddie, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, you are 7. So, and don't worry, I'm going to come on to your perception checks in a second, guys. I just want to establish this in a sec. So, teams. Number 6, which is Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, come on. This is
I think boy
this
is five. Boy is
literally,
five.
literally involving
believe.
everyone. You're like, fuck it.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
writing, dude. I can't listen.
Yeah.
I'm 5.
No, yeah, Kia has 5. I was confused about boy Kia. Kia has
You're
5.
fine.
Boy is
I'm
6.
literally saying it in order of what you're on my screen.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
The panic.
Boy. Oh wait, no, can't be with yourself. Boy, you are with Rascal, and oh, you're both. You're both in your own cage, and you both got your mouth shut.
Damn.
I'm fine.
Well,
Same again. Hang on. You are also joined by Neela. So Neela, Rascal, and Boy, you're in one cage. I'm rolling like constantly the same numbers. 5. I feel like I'm in bingo.
Kia.
Who's
Kia.
5?
Kia's 5.
All right.
Bingo.
All right, Kia, you're gonna go with yourself again. God damn it.
Me, myself, and I.
No. Myself and I therapy
1, 2,
session.
3. You're
No.
fine. Hang on. Oh my god, I'm rolling the same numbers over and over again. There we go. Kia, you are now with Oakley, so enjoy that, please. Enjoy. Thank you very much. And then Theodore and I believe Annie are together then. Okay, so
God, can you imagine if Kia and Theo were stuck together? Someone
Yeah.
would die.
my
We'll
heart,
be dead.
my heart personally wanted Kia and Rascal to be in the same cage.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted, but I'm rolling, so you know. So yeah, you guys are not going to be directly next to each other. You're going to be kind of separated a tiny bit, but it's not a big deal. You can overhear each other if you were to speak, but you all get put into those areas, okay? And with your perception checks, you notice that amongst these cages, you see a number of humanoid figures, mainly adults, but there are some children involved in these cages too. Who rolled that? Did anyone roll a natural 20? Rascal, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
What is that on perception for you?
21.
Okay, no, that's fine. You notice something slightly odd, apart from the people in the cages, right? The adults look malnourished, almost to the point of death. And they're all just on the floor, exhausted. There are kids around, but they don't seem as malnourished. They're still in the cages, but they seem healthier than the adults in the groups. And occasionally you do hear the odd, goblin shouting. No, I take it back. Orc shouting at the prisoners here as well. And it's kind of just a bit overwhelming for some of you, because it's not that they're being tortured as such physically. It's more the mental torture, what's going on right now. And as you all go into your cages, you're locked away. And the 2 orcs just patrol the area, constantly looking in the cages, making sure no one is up to anything suspicious, because why would they leave you alone? That's silly. And it takes a little bit of time just for you guys to settle in the worst possible way of thinking about it. But as the time goes by, it does start to get a little bit dark overhead. You know this because above you is the roof, and there's rain sort of pouring through slightly in the cracks. But what was like grey in the cracks just starts to turn darker and darker and darker as the night draws in and you are locked in the cages. So, I'm going to say an hour goes by, so if you want to make sure you take a rest, so a short rest, because that's where, if you miss any hit points or anything like that, you can boop, pop them back up. I don't know if you are.
Nope.
It's a lovely rest. It's so comfy.
No.
Very, very comfortable. Yeah,
It's
sure.
Whatever
I'm in
you
the
say,
same
Dave.
cage
It's so-
as Rascal. If it's an hour, I kind of shuffle over to Rascal and just kind of motion with my hands if he's concealed anything. I'm just like,
He will, with his hands in shackles, he will try to get in this corset and try to pull out the pin.
okay. I just kind of slip in my hand and just like go into a corner, and I try to just like attempt the right tools for the right job within using his thieves tools to make another set of thieves tools.
Stealth check.
Both of us?
Yep.
Okay.
You're up to no good.
Hey, not 20. So that's
Nice.
22.
Hey, nice. I rolled a natural 19, so that's 28. 28, 26.
So as you're sort of doing these little... Wait, hang on. Question Neela, what are you doing during this?
Oh, I haven't decided yet.
Okay, so while they're doing
Putting me on the
their
spot.
thing, you're sort of like... my point is, if you're going to do something at the same time, I'll get you to roll a stealth check, but because you're not doing anything right now, in this hour segment at least, you don't have to roll anything. But Rascal and Boy, you're pretty good at looking out for people looking out for you in your time at home, avoiding the Purple Knights on patrol for a little hustler that is Boy. So you're sort of leaning against the cage and looking down and sort of nod to Rascal a tiny bit as well, just to be like, all right, goes clear, goes clear. And occasionally the orc sort of just and just looks in at you. Huh. Walks away. And you carry on with whatever you're doing. What are you doing?
I'm trying to, using Rascal's Thieves Tools, make another set of Thieves Tools.
Yeah, you can just do that. Does it take time, or does this happen?
It takes an hour.
Okay, so we can say that during this time, at least that hour of your thieves tools. I don't know how it counts rest. I'm just gonna say it does. In that hour passing, by the end of it, you will have thieves tools. But that's what you're gonna be doing for this hour first. Rascal, what were you doing?
Rascal will be looking out of the cage, just looking at if there's a pattern, just any pattern. The orcs are walking. See if there are any goblins that are also near, or is it just the two orcs, and just kind of watch them and see everything they're doing.
Because you're trying to ascertain patterns, what I'd like you to do is roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Because what you're trying to do here is analyze the patterns of patrols, right?
Yeah. I rolled a 14 with a mighty +0.
I mean, that's not bad. You can sort of gather that they're coming by around about every 30 minutes.
Okay.
So it's like they're sort of at this angle, if you would. So they sort of do this.
Yeah.
And then they pass by.
Are there any offices or any other rooms they walk into, like little?
No, from your area right now, it is just cages. It's like an outdoor prison, and that's it. There's no place for them to like chill or anything like that. There are tents around, but they're way further away.
Just for fun, when he's leaning against the bars, just looking out, he will stick out his tail and try to trip one of the orcs.
Yeah. Roll. Okay, you can tell me, Rascal. Do you want to roll to see if it works, or shall I roll a dex save?
I think it's more fun to roll a dex save, because he'll just put his tail like through the bars to the other bars if he can reach them, and just make a little line basically.
I rolled a natural 14. I'm gonna say they're a little bit dexterous. I'm gonna go +1, so 15. With that, You, like, trip them. They sort of stumble. And then they grab your tail. And they pull you poof, against the cage.
Ow! Oh.
And they just hold you and go, funny, don't do it again. And they just poof, let your tail go. And they walk by. So that's what we're going to say. You're fucking with everyone else. Yeah, let's move on to... Oh, Neela, go for it.
Neela will create a telepathic link with Rascal. And it's just gonna say, so what's the plan? We could make everyone invisible. We could sneak out. We could steal the keys. So, what should we do? Should we just wait? We could charm them. We could tell them what to do. We could make an image that isn't really there.
Distraction is not a good idea. They don't need to know. They don't need to know outside what's going on inside. Let's try to pick them up quietly whenever we're out of the shackles.
Okay. Oh, go on, please.
We could take control of one of them. We don't know if we could do both, though. That's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. I think control one of them, pick off the other, try to get out sneakily as possible.
Okay.
So for the sake of fairness, I'm going to pan over to the other characters as well. I want to know what they are doing as well, please. So let's pan over to Theodore and Annie. I believe you two are together, right? Please tell them, right? Yep,
Indeed.
cool.
Yeah, you are.
Good.
When they first get in there and the coast is clear, Annie is just gonna go. And the paint will be like down her cheeks.
Theo is just gonna look at that and just, sweet.
It keeps the time going, you know.
Hey, so Theo is just going to kind of like lean towards Annie and kind of like stage whisper.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have anything that can get us out of here?
I have paint.
It sounds like stage whispering's going on here. What's going on?
Is there anything that you can do to like knock them out?
Thing I could do. I could make one of them either deaf or blind. Maybe
That
they
won't
can
stop
sleep.
them from shouting, though.
But if they're asleep and we make them deaf, do orcs fall asleep?
As the DM, when do they fall asleep while they're on patrol? You know they would swap people out, right?
Shut up.
I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. Just fucking fall asleep while on patrol.
How about this? Can I roll perception or smell any kind of incense nearby?
Roll, yeah, perception. And obviously you're smelling, so it's fine.
17?
Not around you. Here's the thing. Around here, it's not designed for comfort at all. It's meant to be kind of a mental break for people. Not in a good way, but a bad way. Where they are trying to make it as uncomfortable as possible for the people who are in there. They're trying to get to the point where people are desperate. Either to do as a toll, be manipulated. Well, you don't know exactly, but you do get a tiny bit of a smell. but you don't know where it's from exactly, because it's like a mixture of just mud and burning and just, to be fair, piss and shit as well. It's kind of a bit of a overwhelming smell right now. So if you go, it hits you and you're like, oh fuck.
And I'm essentially blind most of the time,
I
so my
know.
senses are enhanced, and that just hits like a truck.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I kinda. Hold on. Cause with. Remind me if I'm wrong, but with the Tinker's Tool, am I not able to disable a device?
I'm not too sure with Tinker's Tools. Device, I'm not, especially a device. There's no like.
But wouldn't a lock be a device?
I'm not sure. We can always look. Or is it Tinker's Tools? I believe it's just making stuff, but we'll figure it out. Hang on a second. Tinker's Tools.
I think Thieves' Tools is what you
Yeah.
need.
Thieves' Tools is the thing you
Yeah.
need, I believe, because it's specifically for that. Tinkering is more like making stuff. So I'm gonna say that you need
Okay.
Thieves' Tools more than anything, Theo.
Okay, then I lean towards Annie and then just said, okay, I'm going to just distract them a whole lot, and I want you to think of a way to either get us out or just knock them out.
Theo, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Did you notice the food on the table?
No. If you can't tell, I can't really see most of the time.
That I completely forgot about. I don't know why. But, let's just say that wasn't normal food on the table.
I
And we
could
need to
knock
get out
us
of here
out.
fast.
Let me look on D&D Beyond real quick.
Just get our laptop.
It's technically not magical.
Quick, can I have the Wi-Fi password, please?
The signal is shit.
Annie, with the, like, can you do any spells right now?
So right now, if it's a verbal spell, and only a verbal spell, yes. Semantics means like movement of hands, and when you're locked up, you can't get the delicacy of specific movement with your hands. Verbal components, yes, though.
Okay. Annie's gonna try one thing. Wait, so is there a guard out, like, now?
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's something cool, ready? I'm going to say, conveniently enough, the guards, as they are, like, looped, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
One is going to be in line with your cage. Weirdly enough, at the same time, they'll be in line with Rascal Boy and Neela's cage. You don't know this, but, you know. So before you guys do anything else, Oakley and Kia.
Oakley is very upset. He is not meditated. He is not like short red. He is agitated as fuck.
Yeah.
To the point where his fists are just glowing with his key, but he doesn't know what to do. He can't get out. And if Key is paying attention, he'll just see this. They will just see this, not rage because he's not barbarian, but like near point of like his usual golden eyes have got a shade to them that no one's ever seen before, and he'll just turn around, and it's almost primal. So any sort of gentleness right now is just gone, and he is just like, he was the one. He was there. He killed my master, and everyone can hear this.
I'd say everyone can hear that,
Yeah, everyone, and like
including the orcs.
he does not care.
No, of
he
course.
does not care right
of
now.
course. Go
And,
for it,
and
dude.
he will just start even with his hands chained up, he'll just start hammering at the bar, just trying to get out and just anything. Because he's got his feet as well. I don't know if they're chained up, but if they're not, he is just going out to town.
Only Rascal's feet are chained up.
Right, yeah. Well, he's kicking the shit out of the cage trying to get out.
Yeah, these cages are like thick. They're meant to keep people in, right? But you're just bam, 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 bam as it's going on. The orcs will come to you during that. Specifically when, I feel like you tell me how quick would this happen, and then we'll make sure it works with the story.
So he's been sort of sulking a little bit, and then when he finally realizes who that was and who he is and what he done, I'd say it takes him a while because he's not the brightest guy in the world, but he's like when he realizes, he's going to start raging.
Mm-hmm.
But not raging as as a barbarian.
Speaking of barbarian,
multi-class.
That's right, guy. Barbarian. Speaking of barbarian, our little barbarian friend, Kia. Roll me a history check. Again, your main thing is I need to get my fucking sword, right? But with Oakley mentioning all these sort of things, a little bit of a trigger happens.
14.
Okay. As Oakley mentions about killing their master, he was the one, he did it. Even if it's for a short blip of time, the memory of his face while you're still pinpointing where the sword was, the image of his face comes to you as well. It took you a few seconds because for you, this was the one who got away. When you were chasing the band of orcs into Hulak Forest, you have fought this person before. They were smaller. And you were the one who created the scar.
And he didn't recognize me when...
Nope.
Okay.
He doesn't recognize anyone. He doesn't care.
Kia's gonna kind of, when she first got into like the cage, is gonna like have sat down at the back.
Sure.
And just is looking around for either is the glass? What? Is is like the ground around us really dry? Or is there like material?
It's perpetually muddy. Even though there's like obviously a roof going on, there's still drips of water coming through here and there. Again, your area isn't designed for comfort, so it's muddy if I'm being honest.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit back and watch whatever Oakley's got going on.
That's fine.
Just waiting for a minute.
So, as Oakley, you're bam, 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 going crazy, sparking up. You're sparking up, enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You whack the cage, and the two orcs come around and just look at you and go, "What are you doing? Just be quiet."
Absolutely not. No, she's gonna roar, just a massive no, and just keep whacking. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. He killed my master. Rah!
They sort of look at each other and just go, and then just walk away and separate and go back onto their routine.
Is there anyone like around right now?
I'd say that when you say anyone, what are you talking about, Kia?
Anyone big who I don't think Oakley and I could take out.
I mean, you'd have to roll more of an insight check than anything, I'd say.
Can I roll insight then?
Yeah, sure.
That is 13.
I mean, these orcs who are patrolling right now, they're the run-of-the-mill orc. You know, they're just fodder right now. They're just to make everything look intimidating because of their size.
Okay.
But yeah, you get an idea that if shit was going to happen, you could take these people out.
Yeah. Okay. The door and like the wall that the door's on, is it made of like bars?
It's all bars. You're literally in a bar cage, basically.
Okay. Is there like hinges or something? Or
the main hinges
I'm looking for a weak point.
Yeah. The main hinges right now are going to be on the actual door itself. So they are there. It is, again, obviously locked on from the outside.
Yeah.
But if you're going to pick a weak point, then I'd say that would be the thing there. If you want to find another weak point, I'd get you to roll an investigation check.
Sure.
And Oakley's too enraged right now. Oakley's like, and here's the thing, as Oakley's hitting the bar, they're bending, but like so tiny amount, even with your magically infused like fists.
That is what did I investigate +2 an 18.
Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so here's how it's going to work, and this is how it's all going to come together right now, guys. Okay, while Oakley's just fucking pissed, Kia, you sort of settle yourself down a tiny bit, and you look around, and you sort of have to hold on to the bars, and at the back of it, so the opposite side of the doorway, there is certain cracks in the bars. So it takes you a while. For the sake of it, we're going to say an hour has all passed for everyone. Okay, just for the story. So nighttime has started to come. Boy, you get your tools of magical mischief, whatever you want to call them.
Lockpick would just suffice.
Magical mischief. It's better. So you get your lockpick. Theodore, you are just hanging out with Annie, right? And Annie's got a plan. Okay. So everyone roll initiative for this moment. I want to see what happens.
God, oh god, oh god.
We're not actually fighting anyone, are we?
It's more for the case of making sure people go in an order, so it's organized.
Yeah,
that's all. And if you're attacking anything, then I'll make sure they're part of it too. Why do I roll like garbage?
Gotta have some weakness here.
There is, yeah. I like how Kia went for the actual barbarian way. I was like, there's a weak point here, let's fuck it up. I was thinking about this, like, completely game breaking, right? But I was thinking, if you roll a strength check high enough, couldn't you just lift it over your head? Because it's like this, not this. But either way,
Oh.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Did you fix that plot hole?
I just did, yeah. Yeah, it's good. no one thought about it, so it's fine. Said his butt on the floor. I didn't say anything else. Anyway, so yeah, let's have a look at your order. As we go, so Rascal's first usually.
24.
Oh, okay. Anyone beat 24? All right. Again, this is not like you got 6 seconds to do something. This is more a case of, making sure that we're not just shouting over each other. So anyone above 20?
I got 20.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else roll 20?
Same here.
Damn. You guys, you know what? It doesn't really matter too much, but I'm gonna go.
Annie can go first.
There you go. Plus, Annie wants to do something to it fair as well, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and I've done a thing. So.
Yeah. Okay. 20 to 15.
Me.
Boy, what was yours?
19.
19. Theo. 16. Yeah. Oakley.
15.
Okay, so it goes boy, Theo, and Oakley, if I'm right. What did you get, Neela?
7.
7. Nice. Okay. Hi guys, at the top of the round. Cool. So let's just go around. Rascal, what are you gonna do?
Where are the orcs in relationship to him right now, or to the cell he's in?
What are you planning? Because what I could say is, like, if you're trying to time something with them, your go would happen the moment they're in the position what you want them to be in. Does that make sense? And then everything else happens at the same time.
Because I was thinking,
Rascal, are you going to communicate your plan with us before you do it, or are you just going to do it?
Well, I can't talk right now.
Well, you have a telepathic link with Neela, so you can talk
that's true.
Neela's the
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 link
signal.
right here.
That's right.
Translation.
Hell, yo, I did these roles, right? It's so perfect that the person who can communicate telepathically is with the people who can't talk.
Yeah.
And then Kia and Oakley are together as well. I love
Okay.
roles.
It's just Theo and Ash.
Yeah.
The stragglers. Oh no.
I will talk to Neela and
They're there
say,
for the flavour.
okay, my plan right now is, if one of the guards walks across the bars, like across our cell, one of us can sneak out and clamp this thing I have on my neck around his mouth and drag him into the cell. Please, will you please talk to Boy about that? Will you please tell it to Boy?
Okay. Neela will tell it to Boy.
Of course.
I kind of communicate saying, like, do you want the lockpicks?
Yeah, Neela's just gonna.
Do you want the lockpicks?
Yeah.
I just sneak one of the lockpicks over to Rascal. Also, is the clamp over my mouth magical, or is it like mechanical?
What's that? Sorry.
Because because I don't know if it was a spell that he put to silence me. Or if
Oh
it was
no,
like...
it's just a thing to muffle your mouth. It's like a metal thing covering your mouth like this.
Oh right,
And
it's like an iron gag.
Exactly.
All right.
Right.
What I will do, is ask Nia, could you ask Boy to get this off? Just like, yeah.
We could try for you.
Well, Boy is good with mechanical things, so if you could ask him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to do, Neela? Sorry, I know you wanted. I want to make sure that if you had a plan of your own, I wanted you to at least put it across.
Yeah.
I want to give you a chance, Neela.
They're just proficient with thieves' tools, so they were going to help.
Oh,
but,
really?
If Boy has a higher proficiency. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know if I have proficiency thieves tools.
That's, I believe with you, you're actually proficient with any tool you curate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I am.
yeah.
I think all of us are proficient with thieves' tool.
So which means it's just your
Yeah, I do have
proficiency.
tool expertise. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
now.
if you have expertise, then you should absolutely do it.
Oh yeah,
All right.
well, I'll do that then.
Double your proficiency bonus.
That's exactly what Neela says telepathically.
Yeah.
Double your
And I
proficiency.
will tell Tanika, you can work on the door. Keep it shut, but make sure it's unlocked.
Okay.
I slipped the other thieves' tools that I made to Neela, so that she can keep that. Whereas with mine, I'll try and unlock myself and Rascal.
Okay, I believe it's just a dexterity check.
Yeah.
So dexterity check plus your proficiency
And
bonus.
Rascal would
double.
especially only want the mouth. He would still like the ankles and the arms.
Neela would use their mage hand to do it, so they don't have to do it with their bound.
Smart.
How do you know what proficiency bonus is?
So
It's 3 right now.
yeah, plus
Next
3.
to your walking
So right now it's plus 6 for you. 'cause
And
it's double your
expertise,
proficiency.
yeah.
Oh, plus 6.
Yeah.
Does a 25?
Nah, funnily enough. Very nice. So
Wait,
as-
what's your dexterity, Boy?
Dexterity. It's a plus 2.
So shouldn't it be plus 7, plus 8?
Yeah, plus 8
yeah.
plus expertise, which is double proficiency.
So 27.
Is it 6 plus? Yeah.
So, Boy, which one are you unlocking first? Just want to make
Rascal's
sure.
first, because he looks like he has a plan.
The mouth, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So, Boy, you sort of like have to sort of tiptoe and move your hands a tiny bit, and just and it barely takes you any seconds, and you just focus in, and the what do you say, gag, right? The
Yeah, iron gag.
lands on the floor. It's not loud because it lands in the mud, so it's like more
Yeah.
of a as it lands.
Rascal will pick it up and we'll go to Neela and just hope they open the
19
door.
for the door. I don't know if that's enough.
For the door.
Mhm.
To open it.
With thieves' tools.
Yeah. Yeah, so you like, again, move over slightly, and you have to sort of, it's weird because you have to sort of thread your hands through the bars, tuck them, and then go under.
Using Mage Hand, but
Then
yeah.
you don't do that. You just do this. But yeah, it goes that, and you just hear the as the lock. It doesn't fall off. It just comes undone. So the lock is right now hanging like this on the bar. So it is unlocked. You can tell, but it is hanging there.
Okay.
Before anything else, Annie, what are you doing? And then Key, we can see what you're doing.
Go to Theo, and he's just gonna whisper. So you know your plan with the distraction? I think I have an idea.
Can't hear you, Theo.
What want me to do?
Might be a crazy idea,
Yeah, crazy.
but it will mean that maybe both guards come to us. I don't suppose you want to start a fight.
What, with you?
Yes.
Are you sure? I don't really like
Absolutely
this
not.
stuff.
But thinking about the others, they are probably planning on doing stuff. No idea what to do.
That's great.
So you're the best
Around.
performance person. So let's do this.
Then I show.
What are you going to do, Annie? Tell me.
What Annie's going to do, she's going to just go away from Theo, and he's just gonna go, hey, stop standing on my tail!
So are you trying to get an orc to come to you?
Yes, to try and separate us as you're trying to fight.
Roll a deception check, my dude.
Just Annie or me also?
With advantage, Annie, because Theo's helping. I love how the cleric's doing the deception, not the bard. I love it.
No, right.
Unless Theo, you can think of a way to sell it better so that you can roll. As in, it still
Okay.
happens like
Yeah,
that, but
please.
then you're the one who's taking over.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. I'm just saying.
Okay. So I want Theo to. Where's my sheet?
You can hit me if you want. I know it's not real.
No. Hold on. I think I have an idea.
All right.
Oh,
Theo
no.
is going to just kind of have a little low tone whistle
Okay.
and activate prestidigitation.
Yes, you got it, dude. Good job.
He's going to use prestidigitation to just kind of simulate the sound of flesh hitting flesh.
So it's like movie sound effects where they hit like wet meat or some shit. All right, cool.
Just
But
clarifying.
my God,
basically,
and
I'm
he's got
controlling
teeth.
it with my whistle. So I'm just, whenever I go for a punch, I do a whistle, and then I just kind of like.
Go on, Annie. What do you want to add into that? Because I just heard you say excitedly, "I've got paints." Come on.
And he's gonna use the red paints to simulate
Sure.
blood.
Yep, totally
She
fine.
fainted that though.
Yeah, it's so good they faint. Theodore, you're going to be rolling deception at advantage.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I love how everyone's got different ways of getting out. I really like it. I had a different
So
plan.
that's 22.
Oh yeah. Because they're not just going to both come, you're going to get one of them to come, because we're not going to be doing the whole like that again. It's a dumb thing for them to do. But one of them does arrive, and it goes, "Wait, what are you doing? Wait, oh God!" And they go open, and they run in, and they grab you both and pull you both away.
I am making my entire performance count. I am like angry. I am trying to get it.
All right, just calm the fuck down. We're all tired here. Just settle down, all right?
Well, you don't have to stay in a cell with a scaly person.
No, I'm hired. I'm hired to look after you, not be in a
Excuse me,
cell.
I have a name.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm not...
A name that I don't remember. Listen, he's trying very hard.
Who are you forgetting?
This is not worth remembering. That's because you're dumb.
I drank tea with paint that one time, okay?
You drank paint? Why the fuck would you drink paint? That's disgusting. Wait.
Shut up, you're not in this.
Wait, are you injured? Medicine check. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, oh, no. Okay. Oh, shit. I don't want it to die.
Go for another hit with the whistle sound.
Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake. And
Comedic effect.
He, like, grabs you both and, like, pulls you away slightly. Oh, by the way, you're like this, so you have to, like, hammer fist it, by the way. You're tied up. So you're like, whap instead, yeah? But Annie just goes, and just goes, just paint blood. Oh, God damn it. And he breaks you up. What the fuck are you trying to do, by the way? I'm so confused.
I kind of... did he take the keys away from the keyhole, or does he have them in his pocket?
I would say he would have it in his pocket.
Then can I do a sleight of hand to try and take it?
Absolutely. Because Annie's like his main focus, because he thinks Annie's actually hurt and he doesn't want prisoners to die. Weirdly enough.
Yes.
Advantage, please, on that.
I'm dying.
You'll be alright. You'll be alright. All right. Just calm down. Just relax. All right.
Right, so that's.
He's gonna try and like wipe the blood. He sort of gets a bit confused, but he's like,
That is a dirty 20.
yeah. So you, as he's cleaning Annie's wounds up, and he gets like some rag off of his like his trousers, sort of. He just rips it and he like puts it around where he thinks the bruise is, around your head. So now you've got like a dirty bandage around your head. As Theo, you slip the keys out of it.
I put the keys in my yellow sash, so it's like right by my stomach.
Okay. I do need. Oh, you've already done sleight of hand. Okay, yeah. we're gonna carry that over slightly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once Annie's all bandaged up, it's like, all right. Just calm down. Don't lie in that mud because it's gonna get infected. You're gonna get sick. Then it's on me. Just don't. Please. Just please.
Thank you.
All right.
Too kind.
Now, do you two need to be separated or what? I really can't be asked if I'm honest. Are you okay?
Listen, we'll be fine as long as that scaly dragon stays away from me. And I kind of like.
You stay away from me.
Oh, this is too much for me. And he like, he walks out, closes it, and he gets the lock and locks it again from the outside. Doesn't need keys to lock it, so he just locks it from the outside. just quieten down, please, for the love of fuck. And then he walks away. Kia, your group turn, if you would. Excellent. This is fun.
We all have the same orcs patrolling. Like, are they all?
It's only been an hour.
Separate?
It's only been an hour. So it's two orcs. One has just interacted with Theo and Annie, and the other one is with Rascal, you, and Boy. So that's how it goes right now. Kia and Oakley are the ones who haven't got an orc in their vicinity right now.
I would like to rage.
Tell me how you get into a rage. What inspires you? Boredom. Hey.
Wanting to get away from my screaming jailmate.
Yeah.
Accidentally get hit in the face.
She's just gonna kind of stare at the back wall, or the back wall. Fuck, let's call it a wall.
Bars. Let's say bars. It's
bars,
fine.
Yeah. And thinks about how the big orc is the one that got away, but not in the romantic
Aw.
sense.
He's a good-looking weird person.
Yeah.
Scar, guys. It's the scar. Okay.
And how I came this close after giving him that scar to killing him.
Mm-hmm.
And Horizon just gonna get
Was it
bye brain cells.
silver?
Where'd you
Silver,
go?
wasn't it?
Thank you.
Silver. And
Silver is the word I was looking for.
blue? I got you.
And she's going to look at where she identified the weak spots. And she is going to, with like both of her arms like this, just gonna like thwack, like using the
Yeah, I like that.
Cuffs.
All right. Just roll a strength check, please. And I believe because you're raging, it's an advantage.
Everyone cut out, or rather I cut out, I guess.
No, nothing happened. You just
Was that
went crazy for a bit.
advantage,
You get advantage on strength checks, which is what this is. Because you're raging, you get strength check advantage. Rage is really good for this kind of stuff.
Crazy.
It's 15 and 12, so plus 4, 19.
19, yeah. So it takes you a little bit more time, but you just go right into it. And funnily enough, the orcs aren't gonna think. Hang on. Oh my god, I'm so bad right now. The
It's a
orcs
long day for me.
still think that it's Oakley doing the hammering on the front. So you right now just go bam and bam and bam, and as you hit it, the bars start to and they break. They start to separate here. So the bars right now, they're still solid bars, but there is now a crack in the middle of them all. So you got like 3 bars that are broken right now. So
The handcuffs, are they? What's the deal with them? Are they? Is it like one piece of metal, or is there like a little chain?
there's
attached?
a chain, yeah. It's
Okay.
not police level, like, you know, where there's no chain or anything. It's still chain. So yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna bend one of the bars back.
you're going to be rolling a
just-
strength check for that, but yeah, sure.
Okay,
Again, still raging.
17, 18, 22. Just like a little bit, so it isn't obvious.
Yeah.
Little noises. And is going to use like a sharp edge of the bar
Excellent.
to file down
Fantastic.
the chain, so they're
Takes you-
still on.
Takes you a
but-
little bit of time. You do
Yeah.
drop out your rage for that part, but your hands are now free. You've got these cool looking chains around
Yeah.
your wrists, but you are currently unchained.
Yeah.
Kia unchained.
Oakley. Oakley. Angry monk.
Around, just gonna turn around.
Furry
and go,
one.
"Wah!"
That way. I'm just gonna step out of the way.
All right.
Move aside.
So let's as you step out, we'll revert back to Rascal's crew right now.
Yes. Rascal will look at Neela and say, "Can you uncuff one of these?" Yeah.
They'll. I guess
Much
sneak
calmer
those in.
environment in that cell.
We're being a sneaky sneak.
Yeah.
Neela, I have a question.
Mhm.
Isn't you can correct me if I'm wrong? Isn't there something to do with like thieves' tools and mage hand? What's more of a arcane trickster kind of thing?
The mage hand is invisible for arcane tricksters, which is how
Okay,
pick
so you
locks
can't.
that in
Okay,
one
that's
line.
cool. That's cool.
At least from what I know.
It's all. Honestly, I'm letting it happen anyway because it's cool. I just had a thought like, I wonder how that works.
That's an 18.
Yeah. So that one comes undone.
Yeah. Is it possible to have only one hand undone and the other still on?
If you've communicated it, then yeah. Of course.
Okay. Rascal will. Yeah. Go ahead, boy.
This is in the background. I'll try and take off the gag that I've got around me.
Same
with
thing.
The thieves' tools out.
Same thing, my dude.
Also, Nila will be keeping watch if they see any guard approach. They'll
Perception
fire
check.
off spells.
Yeah. Rascal will do the same. If they see any guards, they would. As soon as they are past our gate, basically the bars we're in, he will sneak out and do something.
Sure, that's fine.
Makes
So
In that case,
24.
Nila will just assist
Off.
Rascal.
super easy for
I
you,
don't
boy.
take it off. I just let it hang around my neck.
Totally fine.
So that I can just like duck my head to make it look like I'm still wearing it.
This is the thing,
Yeah.
because you're a small boy, it's slightly too big for you, so you like this
Yeah.
a bit more. So yeah, totally fine.
And I can sneak the opportunity to try and also have a go at my cuffs? Or
Yeah,
is that
sure.
asking too much for one?
Do one more. That's fine. Again, I'm doing it like this now. Instead of going like everyone's turn, it's like this group, this group, this group.
Yeah.
Makes it more easier.
I roll a natural 20 on the perception check.
So you are starting to hear the orc coming around. Funnily enough, that perception check as well, you start hearing the clang of metal going off in the distance, and you hear a little from Kia from that. And you also hear Annie and Theo having a right good old time.
Just hear everyone doing something.
So, Rascal, you are definitely aware that everyone's starting to do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, for sure, that's definitely what you're getting. And whenever you're ready, that orc is going to start coming around the corner.
Yeah. I will take the lockpick out of Nila's mage hand, and I will...
Are you gonna... will you attack him?
No, I'm not gonna attack him. I'm gonna try to sneak up on him and put the thing around his mouth so he can't scream, and then lock him to my... And we need to beat him up, basically.
Okay, should I... Should I attack him to weaken him? Or should we wait?
As soon as I got the clamp on, do something.
You're hearing coming above you now. Thunder starting to happen as well.
Mila will hold Scorching Ray, the 3rd level.
Tell me what you're hearing. Tell me what you're holding it for. What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for until Rascal gets the clamp around him.
Yeah, sick. I like it. So, oh my god, this poor orc is gonna get annihilated. Okay, so Rascal, the orc starts to come towards you.
Okay.
And this orc specifically is just shaking his head, just thinking, fucking blood. I can't handle those people. It's so annoying. And walks by. Well, he's walking in line with you.
Yeah. As soon as he walks past the bars we're in, I will try to sneakily open the door and run towards him, jump, and try to shackle his mouth.
Oh, let's have a look then. I need a couple of things for you, okay? Because I like this idea. I need you to roll a stealth check to see how you can open the bars without them going, because it's iron. So roll that first.
18.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of go, and you just open it enough where you're quite a slender tiefling, really. Just enough so you can slip through the crack. And funnily enough, the orc right now is sort of just not paying attention because he's just thinking about what the fuck happened with the dragon, the dragonborn, and the goddamn human. So yeah, he's just looking at the floor right now. So, what do you want to do now, Rascal?
As I get out, I will take quite little steps, but like leap running basically, to just like yeah, and then take the thing I got from my mouth, take it off, and jump basically on his shoulders and try to clamp it around his head.
I like it so much. So here's how it works, and you sort of wait for him to just slowly pass by, and as you sneak out, that's when you pounce on his back basically. I want you to roll an acrobatics check.
Yes.
As you attempt to jump
21?
on.
Yeah, 7 plus 14.
Yeah,
21.
great. So you jump, and it's like it's weird because it's like you've just got some inspiration from being locked in and being controlled, which you fucking hate. It gives you that inspiration to go, and you go over the top. You wrap your legs almost around his chest as your hands go over the top of his head. You pull it in. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh God.
That's
not a part I didn't...
Wait, is this contested or is it not?
It is contested, yes.
Divination 7, he gets a
Perfect.
4 on it.
There you go. Beat a 4.
I rolled a 13.
There you go. Very nice. Neela, make sure you take that off. Lovely teamwork. So as it happens, and it's like he's about to pull it. He's like grabbing it here. And he's like, and then Neela's eyes brighten up, and then it goes, and you clamp it on. So he's clamped. So he's like,
yeah,
and he's trying to reach for you right now.
Yeah, I will jump off.
Oh, Scorching Ray! Yeah, fuck,
I will jump off immediately when that happens.
That's fine. Yeah, so you.
And I will grab the other handcuff that's uncuffed, and I will wait till Neela does what she does.
So I'd like you to roll an acrobatics check because I want to tell you how cool you do this.
That's a 19.
So as you clamp his face and you sort of hear that as the Scorching Ray gets prepared, you sort of go, oh shit. and you let go, but you kick off his shoulders, backflip, land in the mud, like 3-point landing, as Scorching Ray. What happens?
First one 24, second one 14,
Yeah.
third one 15, last one 16.
My lord.
Fried him.
And it sort of goes through the bars and it curves around slightly. You sort
They all hit him?
Of course they do. And here's what I like to see. Rascal, as you backflip over the top, the Scorching Rays go underneath you, and then you land and it explodes on his back. It doesn't make a noise, so. By the way, roll for me, real quick.
Okay. Well,
Neil's rolling for damage on Scorching Ray. Fucking.
Okay. Well, yeah, the planning when all the Scorching Ray have hit, I will take the uncuffed one, handcuff, and I will clamp it around his arm, try to unlock mine, and pull it around the bars.
You might not need to.
No.
Just gonna let you know.
See. Yeah, if he goes down, he goes down.
30 points of fire damage.
This dude is just, it's like, and then just burns into a crisp. And what clatters to the floor as you go back is the gag just onto the floor. His body is non-existent now. He is burned to a crisp. You did over double his HP, so yeah, that's what happens. So.
Okay.
I just step out the case. It's like, that's one way to do it.
There you go. All right. So moving on.
Please. Yeah.
We'll say you all get out.
Everything.
Yeah, because there's no reason why you wouldn't. So now we go back onto Annie's crew. Or Theodore with the locks and the keys. Can't hear you. You're muted. Oh.
Okay, so Theo is kind of just going to try and hear when the orc goes around.
Mm-hmm.
Before just going out and just doing the thing to unlock it.
Yeah, so it takes you a little bit longer, because you sort of did your thing. The orc goes around, takes a bit of time, right, to where they are as they interact with or get annihilated by Rascal, Neela, and Boy cheering them on. Your orc friend starts to arrive as well. It's a different orc, because the other one has been toasted. So.
Why that orc? He's kind.
Do I notice that he's coming before I unlock it?
What would you like to do? Do you want to unlock it before he arrives or after he arrives? Just so I'm clear. Don't be overthinking it too much. It's not going to make too much of a difference.
After.
Okay, so he arrives, then you unlock it. By the way, Theodore, I'm going to give you this for free. As you lean to unlock the door, you also notice there's a little small key on this keychain too.
He's just gonna look at it. Oh wait. He's just gonna take it, unlock his cuffs, and go to Annie and unlock.
Yeah.
It's just like hello.
Okay. Hi.
He struggles to see, guys. He's fine.
It would see a shiny though. Just like
Yeah,
between
true.
the blades of his hair to see a glittering key.
I am most of the time blind. It is a miracle I don't trip over my.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to unlock us first while the as the guard is just walking along, just back to back us, and then once it's passed, I'm just gonna take the other keys, open it up, and just get Annie. Let's go.
Are you gonna unlock Annie as well?
I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So then, okay. Did you see where they took the others?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Kia Oakley, you are stepping out of the cage. You hear some kind of. You don't know if it's the thunder above you right now.
Have we gotten out of the cage?
Yeah, you said that earlier. Earlier that you stepped out.
Okay, allow Oakley to charge out the key.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
Where's the sword pulling me to?
So from your position right now, it's pulling you more to the right and side of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go there.
Okay. Oakley, what are you doing?
I'm still like this. I'm like, I need these. I need these. So I need to find someone
Oakley,
to
roll me a strength check. Roll me a strength check, Oakley. Let's have a look what happens.
13, so not great.
So you're like, but just not enough. Just not enough.
I'm just gonna at that point though, because obviously I've used quite a lot of strength trying to get out.
Sure.
And at this point, I'm just gonna take a big deep breath. Whew. I need the others. So I'm gonna quickly just try and wherever they are, just go.
All right. So for your turn right now, we're going to leave it as Oakley, you're trying to find the others. Kia, you're heading towards the barracks. Regarding the, if you would, map. Rascal, Boy, and Neela, you have Ash in front of you right now, and it's sort of sinking into the mud, and the rain what's dripping down starts to flatten it out.
I was just gonna say, like, if Boy's standing there, he's just like gonna stomp on it a bit.
Yeah.
Shove it into the
Yeah,
mud.
like shove it
Just
like with her feet,
nothing
like.
to see, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And he will also pick up the clamp and throw it into the cell again. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's in the middle. Yeah.
It sort of digs into the mud on the floor and just sinks in.
I'm gonna keep a hold of my clamp because I feel like we may need it. This is a secret piece of equipment we may need.
We'll kind of look at the
that.
ash and be like, was that too much?
That was
No, it's just the right amount.
perfect.
It's just perfect.
Yeah. Can Rascal look up? Is the roof open basically?
It's not that it's open. It's that just water's like seeping through. Seeping through. It's not like it's not solidly made. It's just got gaps. Again, it's made out of wood, so it's going to be some drips going through. Boy, yes.
Are there other cages around us?
Yeah, there's loads.
Is it organized like in columns and rows and that kind of stuff?
Not that organized. It's almost like there's a circle going on. Like it's almost like a target, if you would. So it's like a middle, another section, another section, another section, and it's sort of going around like that.
All right.
Let's find a way out. Doors somewhere. And you will
See if
start
the
heading.
others are here.
You can. I'm going to give you this for free. You can definitely remember where you came from.
Yeah.
It's not. They didn't blindfold you or anything like that. So yeah, I can just give you that for free. You know how to get out.
Rascal was still walking out to the exit.
Okay. Boy, Neela, are you following? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Rascal, Neela, Boy, you slowly, sneakily walk because there's still one orc remaining. They're like patrolling right now. Yours from where you are right now. Yours has just appeared and then evaporated, obviously. So you got a little bit of time. Neela.
Neela will say to Rascal, should we kill the other ones so he doesn't tell anyone?
Blood hungry
that we
Neela.
escaped?
Let's go, Neela.
Sure. Let's go.
It will take you a while, but
Yeah.
if you want to roll an investigation check, tracking, survival.
Survival, yeah, to track
you can
his
try and work it
footprints.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will, as Neela says that he will look up, kind of nod, and he will start tracking down the
Yeah,
footprints.
sure. Rogue Rollers, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Survival, you said?
Yes.
That's not as good. That's 11.
Yeah, even though there's like a rotation, because you never saw what his path exactly was. You knew the timing, but it takes you a while. But while you're looking for the orc, you sort of make your way around, and then Oakley and Kia... Kia, you're ahead actually. So Oakley, you bump into Oakley. Theo, Annie, you are moving around, and you're sort of like not tailing the orc. The orc what was past you has gone, but you were like, would you follow him or would you go away from him? What's your thing?
We're mainly trying to find the others.
Okay,
to
so
get them out of the chains.
For the sake of the story, to move it on, Oakley, Oakley, Neela, Rascal, Boy, you're like gathering a tiny bit for only about 30 seconds. Quietly, I'm assuming, as Annie and Theo, you also meet the group. Kia is nowhere to be seen. Oakley, obviously, you know where they are. Well, where they have at least left.
Mhm.
So everyone is together. Let's go on a break.
Yeah.
Okay, because I need to pee. That was so fun. I didn't expect like the jailbreak to take like that much time, but it was really great to
Yeah.
listen to all
I like how
your
we used all
examples.
different versions
Yeah.
of the
That's what I mean.
well.
I loved it. Like
Deception,
Creative.
aggression, and then just straight
Stealth.
I had a secret way of getting you guys out if like time went by. But I loved your ideas so much. I was like, nah, I'm gonna let you guys go. So I've like sort of scrapped a storyline. But yeah,
It was so fun to hear everyone's ideas, just
Wonderful.
like the different ideas.
really
It's so
fun.
good.
Really fun. All right, 10 minutes because we've only got technically 30 minutes left of the session. So I know it's gone. Yeah, 2 hours have gone by, dude. Time flies by when you're trying to break out of jail, I guess. See you guys in about 10 minutes. But yeah, we'll be a bit quicker today because there's only a bit of time left. And I want to try and finish on a good note. So see you guys soon. Peace. We're out. we are back. Everyone can say hello now.
Chola. We had a
Yeah.
short break, literally.
It was actually a short break. So, well done, guys. Good job. It's usually 20 minutes.
Hey.
But yeah, welcome back, guys. We're going to jump straight back into it because time is of the essence. And I do want to end this one on a certain note, depending on where it goes. But just a quick heads up of what happened. They got locked away, and all of them came up with different ideas to get out. All of them worked. We had people just bashing the cages open. We had people annihilating a poor orc who was actually kind of an okay person.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't know, so fuck it. And then we had Theo and Annie. just had a little.
That was an Oscar-worthy performance.
It was very good. It was very good. I need to give a name for that Oscar. Oscar, that orc. Who? His name's Oscar.
Oscar.
His name's Oscar. His name's
Also got
Oscar.
annihilated.
But yeah, the other orc is still pacing around as you guys head out. Kia, you are slightly ahead. So let's jump into Kia right now. Okay. So Kia, I want you to roll. Are you going stealthily, Kia? I need to know.
Yes.
Okay. Please, rip Oscar. Amazing. Roll stealth check, please. Oh no.
That was a
This
good
doesn't
sign.
just
5? I'm so glad I took my armor off because I rolled a 2, and normally with the armor I have to roll disadvantage. So
I don't know if it would have made a big difference.
So
who knows?
Be like-
The thing is, it could have been worse. It could have been 4.
now things get interesting. So, Kia, you, as you're almost pulled in the direction of where the sword is, the therapy sword is, you try your best to be sneaky, and Oscar the ash pile. Oh no. But you are moving around and you're trying to keep an eye out for anyone who's trying to just look, you know, and you find the armory. And at this time, the area around you, what was hustle and bustle with the goblins, has pretty much gone completely dead. There's still fires going off around you, but from what you can ascertain right now, it's really silent. You kind of assume that their job is done right now. They rest, and you look and you see an orc hang on the outside of the armory. And as you try to sneak up to the tent, you sort of step in a puddle, and it just goes, and the orc just goes, huh? What do you do?
I rush him.
Okay, I'm down with this. So
Okay.
I'll give you this. Are you going to go into a rage beforehand?
I don't have any rages left.
You only have one?
No, I have 2. However, I raged before,
Ooh.
and we didn't have a long rest. So I
Sick.
used my rage on getting out of the cage.
You are okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I
Hey,
should have got Oakley to punch me or something to keep the.
constantly getting punched every 6 seconds
Oh.
to make sure. Amazing. Anyway, so you're going to be doing just a swing, like an unarmed attack. What are you trying to do?
I mean, it's the only thing I've got. I don't have any weapons on me. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and. Can I use the 2 attacks per action?
Yeah.
2 punches in the
So
face.
whap whap. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just punch him in the face twice.
All right.
The first one.
First one can be at advantage because he like heard, but you quickly ran in.
Thank you for the advantage.
I'm a good.
Because I rolled a 6, but I rolled an 18 on the second
So that one hits. Good job.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just 25. I'm gonna roll damage on her. Oh no, that was a Well, that was an even better roll, but that doesn't count.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's 5 points of damage on the first one. I forgot that was.
Okay, so you sort of now. Do you want to just stand with him, or do you want to sort of take him to the floor and then?
Well, that was my first punch.
What I'm saying is like, how do you want to do the punch? Do you want to stand in front of him and hit him, or do you want to like try and take him to the floor and hit him? I'm going to give you the free action to take him to the floor for this.
Yeah, I'll take him to the floor and hit him.
So you sort of like jump, Superman punch him, boom, and you land on top of him as he falls on the floor. He's bigger than you, so you're like not knees on the floor. You're sort of on top of him right now. You crack, wham, and then second
Can I get up and then stamp on his face?
Yeah, sure.
No, wait, stamp on his like vocal cords so he can't like.
Absolutely. Roll to hit. Roll to stomp.
That is a natural 20.
Hey!
Oh, critical hit.
All right. Roll double damage, please. So as you...
Well, that's just it's there's no dice, so it's just 10 points of damage.
Did you do 5 early before?
Yeah.
So as you wham on top, you clamber on top of him. You stand up, and he's about to go, and you into his neck, and his neck snaps. Dead. You needed 15 points of damage to beat him.
You just obliterated his neck.
No joke. Orcs have 15 points of HP, as Neela knows now from obliterating last time. You went wham, wham, dead.
Okay, I'm then just gonna grab him by the feet and pull him into the
His head
tent.
stays where it is.
It's sort of like the neck sort of like elongates because it's completely broke,
Oh.
but it doesn't detach. It
Yeah,
just
'cause his
drags.
skin's there, yeah.
It's like a slug.
Talk about giraffe.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna in the armory, hoping no one's in there. I'm just gonna start looking for
There
therapy
is
sword.
no one in there, so you will definitely find therapy sword.
And there's all of my belongings, and I'm gonna fully armor up.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then start grabbing other people's stuff.
It takes you a little bit of time to get all your belongings. So at that time, while you're gathering all your items, what's the plan for everyone else?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Kinda.
What's the armor?
We were gonna kill the other orc
Yeah.
and then.
Wait,
right?
I got an idea. Free me. Can you free my fist first?
Yeah, sure.
It happens. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then he is going to disguise himself as an orc.
Sure.
So I'm going to use my field magic and disguise self and become an orc.
Nice. Yeah. I forgot Furbolgs have that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll do that for an hour.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
So yeah. So now you can use Oakley how you want. You can either use him to distract the other guard or help you like guide him through the camp without any issue or whatever.
Does anyone have a weapon right now? Anything? A dagger? Anything sharp?
No.
No?
Every weapon would have been taken for sure.
I
Okay.
think
Can I?
care of it. Acting my orc voice.
Oh yeah. Hey-oh.
Can I? Does anyone have 2 pair of shackles?
Well, you took mine off.
Okay. I will go down and hold the other guard. You guys can get out. I will make sure this other guard is also where he is.
We could kill them with just a spell, maybe.
Oh, I got this. Don't worry.
Bloodthirsty Neela.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. And I will start sneakily, basically going down the path looking for the other orc.
You will have to make another survival check.
Let's hope this one is better. That's 17. That's better.
So you find the orc.
Okay, and I'm behind him.
Sure.
Okay. I will sneakily walk up and try to shackle an arm of his
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then shackle it to the bar.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to roll a dexterity check with advantage because you're sneaking. So I like the idea of that because it's dexterous to go foof, and then foof, to try and get into a bar as well.
So dexterity check.
Yep.
That's 19.
Yeah, so super quick, just boom, boom, and he's chained, but he's about to shout.
I will put the other
Wait,
shackle in his
what's
mouth.
going on? Wait.
And I will say, silence. And what I will do is I will take his hat and I will try to bite in his neck. And try to rip his throat out.
Roll to
Because
attack.
Rascal has, this is something I've discovered lately, but Rascal has all sharp teeth, basically.
Yeah.
They're all canines.
We'll treat this like a... Fuck it, just roll to attack. I like this. This is brutal. You guys are snapping necks.
That's a 17.
Yeah,
to hit.
so as he's chained, he can sort of like defend himself with his one arm, but he's sort of flaring. And as he lifts his chin up to try and swing, you go right underneath. You bite his throat and tear it off. And he just goes... And he's dead. Don't have to roll attack. I'm just going to let you do it. Because why not? This guy's bullied anyways. It's fine.
I will spit out.
You guys
and I will
don't see
start
this.
heading
That's
back.
great. That's what's great about this. Rascal just does this.
And I will start heading to the exit.
So as Rascal returns with blood in their mouth.
While Rascal does that, can Neela take out their component pouch and give material components to all the other spellcasters that need any?
It'll take a while to know, because it's like the communication of knowing what spells have you got, what's this, what's that. I will allow it, but it takes time. So if you're dealing with that, I need to scooch right over to what Key is doing, if that's okay.
Neela would just do that for as long as Rascal is gone, and then when Rascal comes back.
It only took like a couple of minutes. So, that's complicated. We'll just say you do it right now, because I really can't be bothered to figure that out.
I will say that if we're still in the area that has the cages, are there people in the cages?
Yeah, they're very exhausted, like to the point where they're barely moving. The kids are in there, but they're like scared. They look healthy, but they're always scared.
Okay, I go up to one of the cages that has one of the more mature-looking kids in, and I sneak my handcrafted version of thieves' tools in, and I just say, "Use it within 3 days."
Okay. Thank you, Mister. Thank you. I don't know. And as you walk away, he goes, "I don't know how to use these." But...
We'll work around it.
But yeah, you pass on your few tools. I like that.
Yeah.
Good boy. Oh, good old boy. So as you hand the lockpick to that child, that's when Rascal returns. Neela, you do hand out your components. Rascal, I don't know if you're wiping your blood off your face or you're rocking it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you doing?
No, he probably takes one of his sleeves and just wipes it.
Do you have white sleeves?
Yeah.
All right, so you now have a blood stain on your sleeves.
Did you get him?
Yep. All dealt with.
Did he hurt you?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, amazing. So, I'm assuming after all this, where do you want to go next?
Boy.
Theo, you right?
Find my lyre.
So, to the armory.
Yeah.
Oh, Neela will say, we could turn two people invisible.
That will be handy.
That would be
Y'all don't need to
excellent.
bother with this, Joe. Just go and step on someone's neck. It's fine.
Well, you can do that.
You guys are brutal. This is awesome. This is lovely. I love it.
Who has the
I can't
lowest
stomp on
stealth?
anybody's neck until I can rock my lyre. Those are the rules.
The lyre comes down.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think Annie and Theo are the best shot right now to go invisible.
Excuse me.
Because of
Or
your
anything, but
because of your size and your color, you're very bright in this.
That's it, Rascal.
Just because you're smaller than the both of us doesn't mean that you can say that.
Thunder.
I think it's just the best option right now.
Neela's gonna say, just don't attack anyone. Don't cast any spells. And then
Really,
they're
I'm gonna
gonna.
attack someone.
Listen, I've got an idea. What you're doing now, I'll do like a walk round. So look, I'm investing.
Oh, no, Oakley, if I could give you an inspiration, but I think you already have it, you get it right now. So don't worry.
The thing is, I keep forgetting it. and then you do it again, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's
Exactly.
happening.
I think
That's
everyone has
brilliant.
it because you
Yeah.
know, I make me laugh.
I
And
don't
I'm
have it.
good.
I don't actually have it.
Yeah, take it. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right, Mila will use their mage hands to pluck 2 eyelashes from both Annie and Theo, and then encase them take some gum out of their component pouch, and then mix the eyelashes into the gum, and then Cat's Cradle, basically do that with the gum,
Yeah, nice.
and then turn them both invisible.
All right.
Nice.
So you two are now invisible, and if you're making your way to the barracks, I'd like you all to roll stealth. Theodore and Annie, you're rolling at advantage because there is a little bit. Actually, yeah, roll at advantage. Purely because even though it's invisible, footprints still happen, splashes still happen, and all that kind of jazz. So at advantage, please.
14.
14.
17.
This will be a group stealth check, by the way, guys, just to let you know.
18.
18, nice.
14.
14. 19.
15.
All right, guys. So, with the combination of stealth, you have Rascal and Boy, who are very good at being sneaky naturally anyway from just their upbringing. Again, you see occasional orcs just moving around in different areas of the prison area, if you would. But again, no other goblins around as you're moving. And it takes you not even a minute to get to the point where you see the barracks. And as you look at the entrance, there's no one there. But all you see is drag marks in the mud from outside of the door getting dragged into inside the door.
Well, I'll guard outside then, because I'm an orc. I'll guard outside while you lot go in.
All right.
Okay. We'll grab your stuff as well.
Okay, I haven't got a lot, but okay.
And we'll make our way in, and Rascal starts looking for his stuff. His rapiers and his dragon daggers.
As you all enter the barracks, Kia, you've just finished getting all your stuff, putting it all on whatever it is what you need to put on. You get your gold back as well. I don't know if you guys have deleted your gold. I just wrote them down just in case. And you guys look around the barracks, and as you make a perception check real quick.
While we're doing a perception check, what happened to Oakley's squirrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Fidget hits, don't worry. Fidget's hiding.
Yeah, Fidget hides in Oakley's fur.
Okay, I was like,
No,
so Fidget wasn't
anything-
confiscated.
If anything was to happen to her.
What happens is, like, as they were like patting down Oakley, Fidget sort of just goes between the fur and like avoids the hands at all
He just
times.
dodges.
Yeah,
goes
exactly.
The opposite way of where their
Yeah.
hands are.
Yeah.
You suddenly Mission Impossible.
He can't see if I don't move. I mean, it's similar
T-Rex.
colour as well. Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, he's red, isn't he? So you would have hidden it in my hair.
there you go. There you go. That's fine.
Aw.
That's fine. We're not going to pat your head.
He's got going.
That's fine. I'll let that. So
Hopefully, when did you get a ponytail?
no, it looks fucking sick, mate. All right,
Rocking a
let's have a
mullet.
look. So,
Natural 1, by the way.
oof. Yeah. Who rolled over 15?
I also rolled a natural one.
Really? 20? You are going to find your own stuff, by the way. Just want to let you know. Did anyone roll over 20? Annie, what'd you roll?
24 and nat 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Annie, as you enter this room, you do see everyone else's items, and you're the one who helps point them out and lets everyone know where they are. It's interesting because it's that one moment, actually, where you almost get a bit serious, and there's like a little bit of a hidden strength from inside you to start taking charge, and you don't say anything, but you sort of tap someone and go pop, 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 and you point to where everyone else's equipment is. There's a couple of other things you do see. Was that a perception check, by the way, for everyone? Mm-hmm. Perception, right?
I didn't roll one. Should I have done?
You can do if you want to, Kia. I don't mind.
I've been there for a while, so I
There
mean,
is quite a lot in here. there's a lot stashed. If you guys want to go through it before you continue,
Anyone?
so you sort of help out a tiny bit too. Here's what I'm going to say. You have time right now to investigate the tent if you'd like to.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Start ruffling through everything.
Okay.
Are there any bones or fun trinkets?
Oh yeah, Nat just said in chat. Nat just said in chat, how do you point if you're invisible? That's a fucking very good point, Nat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you tap and sort of turn their head and almost snap their head.
Just
to
kind of
face.
guide
Throw up
everyone.
a little bit of paint on your claw and just
There you
point.
go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've still got red paint on me. Does that count?
It
Just,
does go
like,
invisible.
splash?
Like it's like
Okay.
your clothes. When you cast invisibility, your clothes go invisible
Yeah.
too.
Is it
so-
greater invisibility?
No, great invisibility is when you can attack and cast while still being
Oh,
invisible.
right.
Invisibility means if you take an action like attack or cast spells,
Alright.
it drops invisibility.
But it
and
drops
then
when
still-
you attack something.
Yes, exactly.
How about Annie stubs her toe and takes a rage on the table and just drops
I
invisibility?
don't want to take invisibility away from Annie. Invisibility is fair. Okay, so if you want to roll an investigation check, you're welcome to.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
That's another natural 1.
Yo.
No.
So that's 4.
12.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Nice boy.
Can I just say, one thing Boy is looking for is, as well as taking Magnus, they would have probably also taken the little trinkets that he would have had on hand from the market. So the grasshoppers may have spontaneously combusted in certain areas.
It was like, yeah, you sort of spot them.
Because they would have, because of their
slightly apart.
goblins, they would have taken them and messed with them and basically triggered them to then start going off.
Yeah, sure. We'll say
Oh,
that.
is Neela's grasshopper still okay? Because they still have one of those. They rolled a
Check
net
that.
21, by the way, and they're
Really
also
good.
looking for bones, if there are any, or any fun little trinkets.
No bones. But with the combination. Oh, sorry, Theo. What's up?
Sorry, I just wanted to say that I rolled a 17.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay, that's cool. This is gonna be like a combined effort anyway. So even with we had a natural 20 and a natural 1, didn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, balance it out. Neela, you'll be heading up a tiny bit of the investigation more than anything. Boy, same for you. And interesting enough, the ones who are connected to the arcane abilities, you spot more things in quite a few others. Theodore, you spot a fair bit as well because you're still attached to it too. But here's what you find in this area. In this area, you find 8 gems worth 100 gold each. Nothing like diamonds or anything like that. We're talking just pretty looking gems. But it's 8 or 100 gold pieces worth. You find 4 regular potions of healing. And that's easy to see because it's red. You find another bottle that is black on the inside and there's like white moving around it as well. You also find a bag in there. Nilo and Boy, as you're looking around, you can almost sense there's something magically inclined with that bag. Nilo, as you're looking around, you actually find a book. And it's just called Arcane Tales. Theodore, as you're walking around and trying to help everyone out, you also see your lyre. You find your lyre, but you also see another instrument, and it's a string instrument. And from what you can see, it's more like, it's almost like a guitar. And each string is there, slightly broken. But there's one string on it what has a slightly yellow hue to it, and a yellow glow. If you keep looking, and Neela and Boy, you can get this, you also find the equivalent of 1,100 copper pieces, 12,000 silver pieces, 1,600 gold pieces, and 70 platinum.
Jesus. That's a lot of money.
I rolled. This is on a random thing, by the way. I roll these random
Jesus.
I throw in some like
Yeah.
occasional things, but I want to make sure it's there. But it takes you a little bit of time to gather all your things and collect your stuff. Neela, did you want to identify any of this?
That would take me 10 minutes. That's not worth it.
Perfectly fine. As you collect your items, you walk. I'm assuming walk out of the area, I guess, right?
Mila would say, please be careful with all of it until we can identify it, just in case.
Yeah, sure.
And Oakley, as you're waiting outside and sort of keeping an eye on them behind you, you look around and there's no one there. Make a perception check.
Not great, 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is like a well-lit area. There's fires everywhere, so it's not a case of any disadvantage. But you don't really hear anything. You look around, and the table was there, has been cleared. It just means it's just an empty table with the chair, and that's about it. And from what you gather, the coast is clear. And as you walk out of the tent, I'd like everyone else to make a perception check.
These are high.
Okay,
It's
come
better.
on. There's no point in me doing a fucking perceptions check every single time. It's just been 4.
For this
You know
video,
what I do?
for this,
7.
you don't have to roll at disadvantage.
17.
17, 7, 12,
11.
15.
15.
11.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're fine.
None of us are proficient in perception, right?
No.
That's the problem.
We're not wise, is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as you sort of make your way out, and you sort of, for now, you've just put the gold pieces and stuff in the bags, what you can have. We can discuss who has it, right? But you hear a... and you just hear a booming voice come from, it seems, nowhere. Go, ha! That was impressive. Especially that little elf friend. Huh. And he's going to whistle and go... And the 3 orcs that you saw before all meet out. And you don't see where the big voice is coming from. You hear it coming from the right-hand side of you. You can't see it. And as these orcs come out, one, I want to describe them. I wrote all the descriptions down. Oh, God. Where are they? There we go. The lead lady, as you can see, comes out with their blue-greyish skin, and on their skin there's painted white paint all over them, and as you look at them, their claws, now you can properly get a look at them, are elongated, and it looks like they've been dipped in a hardening material as they just, fingers crossed, and a big smile on your face. They can't see the people who are invisible, by the way. Just want to put that out there. So that's why I wanted to keep Annie's up. You get what I mean? I wanted to give you guys that. And with the look at them, you see a white claw mark, or claw print, if you would, on their shoulder. For the other one, this other one has long dark hair and a brown leather hood, and the skin is almost slimy looking. You first thought it was wet, right, from the rain and stuff, but it's actually almost naturally there. And Annie, you can spot this a slight bit more than other people, I think, because on their hands you see these bleach white gloves, and you have a weird feeling that it's not cow leather that these gloves are made out of.
Mhm.
And then another one, slightly smaller, but still big, probably the same size as Oakley, has its scimitar, a big scimitar in its hand, with deep black studded leather and a dark hood. And now you can see there's a claw mark across its face. And this one is just turning its sword around and smiling. And then to the right of you, you see your big friend drop his invisibility. Looks at all of you. Looks at Kia. And goes, I remember you.
Fuck.
And that's how we're going to end today's episode.
Oh damn!
Yes.
Have a dance.
Come on.
Oakley gets the last hit on him.
Boss fight.
Yeah.
Next week, y'all. Oh, not
yeah.
next week, week after. Because we're going to be doing a thing, but there you go. Yeah.
Damn.
A thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Orcs can do special spells and everything else as well. It's in the lore. I just found them. I thought that's really cool. Don't look them up, please. Don't spoil or anything like that.
Of course
But
not.
thanks for playing, guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was really entertaining. I had a battle map prepped and all that kind of thing because I thought we'll be doing this battle like an hour in instead of breaking out. But yeah, really fun, guys. Thank you so much. Is there anything we need to be saying to finish off? Anything else? So we just gotta catch the podcast on Wednesday. What time is that now? It's 2 p.m. GMT.
Whenever we can
2:30
remember.
to it kind of
Whenever we
starts
feel
between
like
2
it.
o'clock and 3 o'clock, roughly.
Exactly.
Start a call at
Outside
2
of
and
time.
see where we go.
Yeah.
I will say this, by the way. The one who dropped invisibility, Kurutok, sorry, he appears slightly bigger. And I will give you one more thing as well. As he drops his invisibility, you see in his right hand, and it stomps the floor, just a giant glaive with the handle made out of wood, solid oak, and the blade itself is huge, bigger than you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
have fun with this.
Yeah.
This is, I'm telling you right now, this is the first battle where you need to be on it because these guys are strong. This is a party.
We don't even get to attune to our magical items, do we?
The new ones, no. I'm going to say yes to the other ones, though, because you've already got them.
Probably not the armor either, though. Right, all of us are without armor.
I think we.
I've always assumed, like, you can... Because if you take armor off, that doesn't mean you have to... take it back on. You don't have to wait an hour to attune to it, right?
No, but it takes 10 minutes to put on armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
fine.
we
10
got.
minutes.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry
got
about it.
we also got time to ruffle through everything in the barracks. So I think we got time to put on armor.
I'm not gonna be like, here's the boss battle, guys. You ain't got fucking anything. No,
Good luck.
you've got all your equipment back. You got your gold. I just say pull that money right now and then spread it out. Boy, I forgot to mention something.
Huh?
Magnus was not in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Oh no!
Aw. Why
But-
would you do that to
Not
me?
Your whistle was.
Hey.
Blow it and find out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright.
This is almost as bad as boiled pizza.
Well, on that note, see you guys next week. See you Wednesday
And where
for
we
podcast.
began.
Yeah.
Saturday, Road to El Trail. Next week will be a break, and then we're coming back for a big fight. It's probably going to be a long fight as well, because these guys are pumped up. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves. See you soon.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.